Hello class, in this video tutorial I will show you the second part of the video, which is cross-site scripting but the store one. Okay, so now in the Kali Linux, right, open your Firefox browser and we're gonna change, we are going to right click on the browser to go to the inspect element and change the setting maximum length from the default to 200 so we can type longer. Okay, so here on my Kali I'm going to open the browsers, right, and I'm going to open the Firefox browser and type 192.168. Hold on. 192.168.56.103, this one, right? Okay, let me log in first. This one I'm gonna log in first. Let me log in, admin, and the password is password. Under security, make sure we go to the low, otherwise our hands-on lab or proof of concept will not work. So I'm going to the store, cross-site scripting store. Okay, if you haven't reset the database, maybe it's good that you reset the database. Go to the setup. Okay, uh, before I start doing this recording, I already reset my database. But if you haven't reset your database, you can go to the setup and then reset it. Okay, and here I'm going to right click and inspect element, right? On the maximum length, where is the maximum length here? The default is 50. I'm going to change it to 200 to 200, so you can type longer. Okay, this is very important, otherwise you are not able to type long, right? So now I'm gonna close this and let's type this one. Is called hello, right? I'm going to type hello, and the message I'm going to put JavaScript. I'm going to exploit using alert command. So alert alert script alert, right? We're going to do script and then alert like this, document the cookies, so we can steal the session ID. Okay, and then we close the script. All right, that's what it is, right? Hello script alert document cookies. Okay, so when we type this, by the way, I have my documentation here. I'm not gonna use this one, right? I'm not gonna use this one because I just directly using a script. Okay, so the script is this one, alert document cookie, and then sign guest database. Click. Now we have the session ID, right? Notice that we set the security to low and the session ID, this one. We will copy this one, right? Since we have this session ID, we are going to use this session ID, okay, to log in, to bypass security. So now I'm going to open a new browser, right? I'm going to open a new browser, and this is my new Firefox browser. Use your host machine, right? So this is my new browser in my host machine. Okay, so I'm going to type this. Is not in the Kali. I'm going to click this. Okay, Metasploitable 2. Okay, and then I'm going to DVWA, right? Okay, so here, what we need to do once we have the session ID, right? So once we run this, so in step D, be sure to set script and take a note of your session ID, right? So we need to take a note of your session ID. Take a note of your session ID. Okay. Let me see. Take a note. Take note, right? Yeah. Yeah. Take a note of your session ID. Okay. Now we're going to do this one, right? We're going to open a new browser, right? I'm going to do a new browser. I'm going to, because I didn't do this step, right? Open Firefox browser and type this IP address, right? This is my vulnerable machine, which is where the DVWA is located. So I'm going to right click and inspect element, then go to storage tab, right? So what I'm going to do, where is my Firefox, right? This is I open a new Firefox browser from the host machine, right? And I'm going to type this one and right click, right? Right click and inspect element, okay? Inspect element, when I do inspect element, where is this? Inspect element, hold on, not this one. I don't want to get confused. When I go to this one, right? Let me see if I can make this bigger. This one, right? Okay, I want to make this bigger. So inspect element, I'm going to go to the storage, right? If you notice that this session ID, I'm going to replace this, right? I'm going to change this one, delete that one, and copy from the one that is in here, right? Copy it. I'm going to highlight this session ID, right click and copy, right? Copy this and put that value in this storage tab. Do you see this storage tab? I'm going to put it there, right click and paste it over there, right? So this session ID is from, right? This session ID is from the one that we just stole, right? Which is from, where is it? From here, right? From here, the one that we try to bypass. So I'm going to click here, and then the security, you're going to put low, right? We're going to put low, security is low. And after that, we need to delete this, the login page, erase this, so we only have 192.168.56.103 slash DVWA. Now, if we press enter, look what happened, right? Now we log in. So now we bypass that one, right? Notice that when I press enter, we bypass the login, and here we go. We are in. So this is a proof of concept that when you go to the storage, change the cookie value to the session ID we just copy and set the security to low, right? This one is located in the storage tab. Okay, it's very important. And then type this IP address and click enter. Boom, now you are logged in. So you basically stole the session ID. You bypass them. Just put a note. I think I put a note here. Just reset the database by going to setup on the left panel in order to clear each of the exploit. So if you want to start fresh each time that you run an exploit, then you need to reset this database here, right? Reset by going to the setup tab. This open new browser. This is in the host PC. So if you don't have Firefox browser in the host PC, I would suggest you download and install Firefox browser, okay? So you can imitate my lab. This one, I skipped that. I didn't use this one, right? So I didn't use this one. I don't use netcap because I'm having issue using netcap. So I just use my way, right? So the script also, I just use this one. Instead of that one, I'm using the alert that I mentioned to you, right? I just use the, what you call that? Script alert document.cookie/script, right? So I just use the simple one. I simplify one. Well, hopefully that this video is informative to you, okay? And let me put a note here, otherwise you forget. Let me see. This is, instead of that, I'm using this one, okay? I'm using the script like this. I'm using this one, script. Script like this. And then alert, document, and what you call that, dot cookie. This is to get the session ID. And then you need to close the script. Okay. So at first I tried to using this approach, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna black this out. Okay. I'm using this the way that I do the second part of the lab, right? So this is an example of the cross-site scripting, but using store by stealing the session ID. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully that this video is informative and helpful to you. If you have any questions, please review my note one more time. Or if problems still persist, log in to Discord for lab assistant. For any help, sometimes I'm there, but most of the, if I'm not in class, I usually in Discord. Otherwise, if I'm not in class or if I'm not grading, if I'm not doing grading, but lab assistant are usually available during normal business hour. As you know that Friday is a half day now in STC. So thank you so much and have a wonderful day or weekend. Bye. By the way, I will post this document on the Blackboard. Thank you.